this camera going. Test, test, test. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. We're good, man. Make sure the thing's on my side. Alrighty. 5, 4, 3, 2. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Slice of Life podcast. And ladies and gentlemen, you know the deal. You know what's up. We bring on people. We slice them up. We talk about their perspective of life. Now, guys, we do have a guest returning. We got KIID over here on my right, y'all's left, right in front of you guys.
You know the vibes.
And we have Eric. Well, Eric is the other roommate, but this is another roommate right here. Eric, what's up, man?
Oh, what's good, man? Shout out to Triple D, man. It's your boy Big E, man.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. How you doing, man? Well, first, dude, I want to introduce you, man. Like, how are you doing?
I'm great, man. Been here for like 2 weeks, man. Love the city, man.
Yeah.
It's been down on me since my CP 2019.
Yeah.
That's where I met this guy.
2019? When did you? Where?
Spring Advantage at PVH, front of house. So
Dude,
for those of y'all who don't know, Pinocchio Village House is right behind Magic Kingdom.
Right.
So, well, if you've been to Disney, you should know. If you don't, well, you do know.
Well, now you know.
Right.
So that's what you're saying. Now you know. And you said you were from Dallas?
Yes, sir.
And then you just man? You decided to come back over here?
Yeah, man. Ever since like I left my program, every time you do your CP, it kind of lasts with you. But for me, it was a little bit more because before my CP, I was playing sports. I finished as a 2-time national championship in Division III. Shout out to the crew.
Oh, shit.
But mentally and physically, I wasn't in a good place, man. To be honest, my body was kind of broken.
Yeah.
Even more mentally. So I needed a place where I could really get, my mind right.
Right.
Be myself for once.
Yeah.
So when one of my professors got me onto the program, because he did it back in the early 2000s. Shout out to Early Vista Way. Shout out to Dr. Langford. Splash Mountain. But, yeah, man, he got me on, man, and it kind of changed my life. Met this guy. Met a couple of different people who are still in the city now, and it just kind of stayed with me. And then, finished up school, and I was like, man, been in my city my whole life, been around Texas my whole life. Just wanted to start up something new.
Bro, we're all Texas fam right here, dude.
Yeah, man.
This dude's from San Antonio, is that what you said?
Yeah, man.
Bro, so how you been, bro? I haven't seen you, talked to you in about
since the last podcast, bro. Been chilling, bro. Been working, literally working, and then like working. You know what I'm saying? So like working on.
What do you mean, bro? Be more specific.
I've been simping, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
What?
Man. Yeah, bro.
Oh,
I've been
man,
simping,
we're over
bro.
here giving Eric the last time all this shit about simping, and then you come in.
Nah, I've been working though, but like I've been trying to grow the brand. You know what I'm saying?
No, yeah,
we're
bro,
at 516 subscribers now. You feel me? So
Dude,
like,
that's awesome.
it's just I have the platform. It's just I'm not gonna lie. I've been kind of lazy with the
Shit, man, you ain't
with
lying, man. Me
everything, you
too.
feel me? Like, it's been a whole nother month since I posted a dang video. You know what I'm saying? And so it's just getting back on my feet, and plus getting this, and just not going to work and just chilling. Like, I'm like, bro, all right, fuck. Like, I came up with this idea. I said, bro, like, I woke up. I didn't even plan to go to Magic Kingdom today. I woke up and I looked at Eric, other Eric, not him.
Right.
I was like, yo, you know how those people be surprising people, their kids and stuff when they go to Disney? I was like, let's go wake Big E up and let's go surprise him. So, you'll see in the vlog, like, I ran up there, we're going to Disney! Like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, it's just about staying consistent. But I've been good, man. I've been simping, man. That's about it, bro. But
I don't know what you mean by that, bro. What do you mean by simping? Are you like saying like with your job or with what?
Nah, man.
You've been
just.
You can look at the camera right there and just say it.
I've been simping, guys, and by simping I mean like just situation. Remember what we talked about last time? Situations. Yeah, situations just not working out how they were supposed to work out. You know what I mean? But hey, still here, still out here. Big chain, big bandana. Big Lost Bros shirt. That type of thing. So. Can't complain, bro.
I mean, I'm not saying that you can't complain. I mean, it's just like, dude, this whole year, it's almost been a year since the fucking pandemic shit. So it's been fucking insane. Like, can you like recall anything from like March, April May, like from whenever we just closed down? Like anything like that kind of sticks out to you?
The fact that this is just my group of friends. Like we stayed connected with each other. So like we hung out all the time. You know what I'm saying? But we did it in a manner where it was only us hanging out. But it looked like we were just throwing the most craziest parties of quarantine time.
Yeah.
Which we were. Mm-hmm. But the thing is that it was just us. Like our group of people, like our friend group, like it was just us hanging out. You know what I'm saying? So not a lot of people, like he didn't get a chance to do that. Like other people didn't get a chance to do that. So they're sitting there watching my snaps like, oh my God, it's quarantine. Like you're supposed to be in the house. Little do they know, like, bro, we all live 4 or 5 minutes away from each other.
Literally.
And it's literally like the same people. You know what I mean? So I appreciate all my homies that were in that group to that extent. Yeah. Because without that and without my job, quarantine, I would have been feeling just like y'all, bro, bored, sitting in the house, looking at memories and stuff. But I mean, it hasn't been like that for me, like honestly.
Dude, that's good, man. I mean, can you recall anything, bro? Like, honestly, you weren't even here. Like,
yeah,
were you? At all?
No, I was in the state of Florida.
Okay.
But I was only in Orlando for maybe 3 hours. Yeah. So for spring break, me and my old roommate and my cousin, we went to Miami for spring break. So
like right before the whole shit.
It was right before, bro. Like, and it was weird, bro, because you hear it, but it's like, nah, bro, it ain't really hit. You know what I mean? Like, me and my cousin drove, and then my roommate flew. He lives in Colorado. Shout out to my boy D Nally.
What's up?
Yeah, bro. We drove down and we crashed in Orlando for like 3 hours.
Where'd you sleep at?
His crib. Oh, okay. But anyway, so we crashed there. We tried to get bro to come out, but he was a little MIA, work, whatever. Work. But
with the whole simping thing.
Yeah, the whole simping thing. All pimping, no simping 2021. But anyway, back in 2020, man. We drove down there, had a good time. Probably that Friday night, really that Saturday, Corona just
fucked it up.
Yeah, like my mom works for the Department of Labor, which basically helps regulate workmen's hours, compensation, all of that. So she's telling me what they're telling, not everything, she classified information, but just telling me I need to be careful. So literally they shut down Ocean Drive. Okay. Like if y'all ever been to Ocean Drive, it's super lit, super vibrant, beautiful women everywhere, lights, YouTubers, like it's everything.
It's the fucking life.
Yeah, it's the life, bro. It's what people travel across the country and across the world to experience. And so from enjoying that all week till Ocean Drive is literally black. Like there's nothing open, but there's like thousands of people on this one street trying to figure out what's going on.
You called me and told me like it hit, and I was like, yeah, bro. I'm glad I stayed on the hotel right here.
Bro. Like I didn't know what to expect, but it really resonated when I got to the crib because, like you come from a trip, your parents is like, oh, welcome back. Nah, my mom was like, yo, hop in the shower, let me take your temperature. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so that's when everything happened. I was working in media at my school at the time. And I was working part-time at Best Buy. Both of those. I got furloughed from both of those.
That furlough life, man, it's not fun.
I had to. So I had to just chill at the crib, man. I ended up working at a pool store as a manager for a while. Really just trying to figure out the next step.
Dude, I mean, it happens to everyone, bro. Like, and that's one thing. I mean, just talking to everybody. Like, I mean, he's been on here once, and we just kind of like chimed on it, but like now it's like a fucking new year. Like, what do you think? What do you think is gonna things like are gonna change? Do you think so? Or
I think things will get better. Yeah. Especially that everything in Washington has now stabilized for the most part.
Yeah.
Still got a little bit of, weeding out to do, but I think that once they
fucking Patrick,
once they get on a united front, man, and hopefully these vaccines can continue to just work, Because as far as I know from my nursing friends, it has worked for some of them, but not all. So it's literally like
bro.
half and half. So
that's a little, I don't know. That's a little concerning, right?
It's very concerning because I want to believe our government because, we're the beacon of the world, we're the United States. But at the same time, it's like, bro, people stormed our Capitol, a couple weeks ago. So it's like, you thought, Olympus is falling. We thought that, that was a hearsay. When we went to see it, my mom was horrified because she was like, bro, that could really happen. Fast forward, it kind of happened. So now it's like, we've never questioned the CDC before now. We've never questioned, any of these other government entities that we've even heard of. And now it's like, well, it's worked for some people, but not others. So for me, if they made it mandated I have to take it, I might have to get like some legal representation, but that's another subject. But I know my cousin, she's a nurse, she's taking it. And she
has to, right? Like everybody there has to fucking.
Well, she had COVID. She had it, and the one thing about COVID is that it's an unknown factor. So it can be related to a flu, maybe, but it's that unknown factor. I know for her, like her right side of her ribs were super inflamed, so they went up a couple inches from where they were normally supposed to be.
That's shit.
Yeah, and she and her daughter had it. So now, they don't have it now, and then they both took the vaccine, and they're doing fine.
Right.
But I know, like, some people have, like, those other side effects. So it's like, it works, but it's how it affects you, like your immune system. Yeah. So it's like, it's that unknown factor still.
Nah, bro. What about you? Like, how do you feel? Like, have you you didn't have it?
No, I haven't contracted it. Okay. In my house, my mom is a super, how can I say, germaphobe kind of person. So like, I take, and he's seen my stuff. I take about 12 to 15 supplements.
Bro, you a big dick. Like like I would assume maybe you're more immune to a lot more things than fucking me, the scrawny ass over here. Like, well, dude,
it take Biggie 8 pills just to get up.
Well,
5 pills before breakfast.
So the reason why I took them,
that's him calling you out, bro.
No, it's cool, bro, because I feel like education is needed. Because to be honest, bro,
explain.
I've always been a big kid.
Okay.
What runs in my family is diabetes and all of that, obesity, all of that. But what has always helped me is being able to take that. I have asthma, but I've never succumbed to that because the liquid chlorophyll, the mullein leaf that I take. So it's like I haven't been sick in years.
The fact that you are more knowledgeable than like a lot of people, bro, that already puts you like a step ahead for one. Because those words that you're fucking saying to me, like I might know what they are. A lot of people are not going to know what the fuck it is, and then that's what I'm fucking saying. And because of that, it scares people to fucking take it, and that's the kind of like the downfall of like just the medical field and shit like that. It's just like it might take a little bit more time to get more people involved in doing a shit like that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
and that's what I'm saying. I was pretty fortunate, bro.
Yeah, bro.
My mom, like, bro, she done. She's boots on the ground in Katrina, bro. She used to work with a U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. Like, she's such a well-rounded person that she introduced me to a lot of that stuff. And I know for me, it was like, all right, well, I don't want to take all this and it's not helping me out.
Yeah.
So when I did a full diagnostic of my body, which anybody can do it, they take a couple vials of blood and they'll tell you everything from testosterone to BMI to everything.
Right.
And so when I also saw these things happening, I was like, well, how do I combat them the natural way? So my mom was like, oh, you could take this, you could take that. Been doing it for 2-3 years, bro.
Right. Bro, do you I'm about to ask you a question to see if you like think it's true or not. But even just Hispanics, over generalizing here with a lot of Hispanics, we eat a lot. We eat a fucking lot. So we are more prone to being like high risk and shit. Mm-hmm. Do you feel like it's the same for like, I guess, like the black and African American side?
Contrary to popular belief, we're one and the same.
Okay. I mean, this is why I asked, because I'm like, man, I know.
So all three of us being Texans, right?
Shit. Dude,
I know for
fucking
me,
fry Oreos and shit.
right?
I'm sorry.
We fry everything,
Everything,
bro. You know
bro.
what I'm saying?
Like I was just thinking, like how much
Like,
we fucking eat over there, bro.
Right.
The
So
safe fare, bro. Oh, dude.
that was literally probably the best thing that I was thinking about doing after my program, but obviously it didn't happen. But yeah, man. Yeah, bro. The State Fair is lit, dude. You can do everything. You can get
Shit,
food.
You in line.
Test drive new vehicles that'll be on the road. All of that.
Shit, yeah.
Yeah. So and then you get to meet different people. But back to that, personally, I have an aunt that's from Panama.
Yeah.
And I have a lot of family friends who are Hispanic descent. Me myself, I've always been interested in culture, especially melanated culture.
Yeah.
So, the Bad Bunnies, the J Blavians, all of those, like
Los Boricuas,
I'm in there.
Los Venezolanos,
Los
los
Colombianos,
Dominicanos,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro. Yeah,
so, that's, to me, we're one and the same, bro.
Yeah, bro.
We all beat to the same drum. I think it does affect us more, like everything going on.
Right.
But I also feel that when we get things done, bro, especially when we're all behind it, we get it done, bro.
I agree with that.
Like,
100%.
man, bro, like when you see like Black Lives Matter, anything like that, once we all get on the same page, because all we want is equality. All we want is to make sure that not only us but our descendants will be able to do whatever they want and not get persecuted for it.
Yeah.
Me personally, like I said, we're one and the same. I might be darker than you and you're lighter than me, but at the same time, we come from the same tree. They have dark-skinned Venezuelans, dark-skinned Colombians.
Dude, there's dark-skinned Mexicans if you can believe it or not, bro.
Yeah, so we beat to the same drum. So it does affect us more, but at the same time, I feel like we're more resilient than a lot of people think.
I think so, man. I mean, y'all dealt with more shit. This is why I think I'm more combat ready than I feel like a lot more people would be and shit.
Yeah.
How about you, man? What do you think, dude? I've never talked to you about this shit. This is why I'm like, let's see.
Here's
kid sense.
This is what I'll say to the whole racial issue and racial thing about this. Let's look at the world as a whole, right? And everything that we do in our normal lives. Us as Black people, as African Americans, take us out of. Let's subtract Black people from the NBA and the NFL. You tell me what your Super Bowl is. You tell me what your NBA Finals is. Nike, you tell me who you're going to promote. And that's no knock on no white athletes or anybody else like that. But when you have, even in the WNBA, when you have people of color in those roles, LeBron James is basically everybody's father right now.
Shit.
And I'm not saying that to be funny, you know what I'm saying? But when stuff starts to go awry, and it's one person to stand up for one group of people, people, believe it or not, turn to LeBron James. You know what I'm saying? And so that's a big thing. You got, with this whole turn of presidents, bro, there's still girls on my Snapchat right now that post videos and stuff about Biden not being a president and all this other stuff, and it's just crazy seeing that insight. It's wow, you're really that upset over something that low key affects you, but low key doesn't affect you, bro.
See, does that get to you?
Bro, it does, bro. Because bro, I be looking at
come on, dude. Now you're.
Bro, they be acting like they running in the camp in the trenches with them. You know what I'm saying? And another thing is on that subject about the whole racial thing, it also brands out to people. Of course, we want equality for race. Yeah. But also, I feel like women's sports really, really, really needs to get once we get not over this race thing, because we're never gonna as long as there's humans on this earth, we're never gonna get over race. That's just one thing that needs to be brought out and said. We got to learn how to get along with each other. Right. That's what all of this is about. It's not about race. It's about getting along with each other. But one thing that we can do and really can make a change is with the women's sports. You know what I'm saying? So I watched an interview where, what's her name? Lexi Brown for Duke.
She got that strap.
Dude, right, she got a strap. So they were talking about her. It was Chad Johnson and And
Ochocinco.
Yeah.
Nah,
he changed back to he's back to Johnson.
Brandon.
Dang,
I forgot.
Bro, wide receiver, bro. Brandon. I want to say Jennings, but
I don't know.
Bro, I don't know why. All right, but
I am an athlete podcast.
Yeah, the I Am the Athlete podcast.
Okay.
We were watching that.
We'll figure that one out once we get
it was DK Metcalf, Justin Jefferson, and Lexi Brown and Cuz, and they basically asked. They said, "What was your first purchase that you bought?" She went on talking about a purse and like some shoes and stuff. Right? Okay. Exactly. You made that face. They went over to DK Metcalf and Justin Jefferson. What's the first thing you posted? Whip, house. Yeah. And it's because when you look at the NFL or the NBA or anything like that,
right,
you get push from Nike companies. You know what I'm saying? You get push from those. Or just in general.
Some sort of company.
Somebody Tissot watch.
Right.
Like nobody even knows what a Tissot watch is, but you know. I can't name you one company that's not Nike, Adidas, Jordan, or Puma that I see support women's basketball like how NBA gets supported.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I can see what you're saying.
Like, okay, let's take...
I can use a good example.
Go ahead.
Soccer. The girl, Alex Morgan, like the USA soccer team.
Hey, Alex Morgan, go ahead and check your DMs.
Oof, man.
Just
she's beautiful.
Stephen the Kid,
gorgeous,
2 eyes.
A gorgeous woman. But like that's the whole dilemma is that they didn't get enough praise. But even just using that whole ideal of like them not getting paid enough as the male soccer stars and stuff like that. But it's not as the soccer world isn't pushing women's soccer the way that they should. And also the whole French winning the World Cup. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Where it was mostly African American soccer players getting through all that. And that was also a big thing. Like I'm like, yeah, it kind of raises up those same like checkpoints that you're saying about all that stuff.
And the thing is that the reason why the WNBA or girls in general, even in soccer, professional soccer, they can't get paid or they don't get paid enough is because the league is only allowed to pay you based on the money that they're making. Off of y'all endorsements, whatever. So LeBron can get $300 million a day, game check $3 million because Nike, Samsung, Apple, whatever, Disney, whatever. Name me 4 companies that's supporting the WNBA. You can't.
Or like not like the
that's
most
not
brand.
the main ones. You can't. So they're not making that much money to where they can give Candace Parker $3 million a day for a game check, that type of thing. So I just that's the I've been kind of on the forefront. Like this racist stuff. It was here before we were born. It's finna be here after we die. Yeah. We just got to deal with it and move on as a people, bro. If you can sit there with another person of color and have a conversation with them, bro. Then
that we're doing right now.
That's what we're doing right now, bro. Like you can sit there and live with a white dude. You can live with a black dude, a green, blue, yellow. Like
I live with nothing with white. It's the first that's bad. It's over here like I live with nothing with white kids over here.
Exactly, man. So like once all that, it's not gonna get settled, but like
bro, no, like I never, but I never talked to you about this because one, it's like it's not per se like you still have to put up a front, but it's like something that is kind of still uncomfortable to still talk about.
Like,
you can say some shit.
And I'm glad you brought that up.
What?
The uncomfortable situation. So, us being Texans, that we've always been a red state, bro. Like, it's been red this year. It was kind of up in the air a little bit, but it was still majority red.
Right.
I feel me going to school in Central Texas, which is kind of like the Bible Belt. And then
everything in Texas is like mostly Bible. But let's go to Austin. That thing's a hybrid of its own.
Right. But you have, you got Baylor, the school I went to. All those like religious schools kind of down.
Yeah, Dallas Baptist.
35. All of that. Yeah. So what I saw personally is that it's more we're going in a better direction in terms of like racial equality a little bit. What I mean by that is that it's the old guard dying off and the new ones taking over.
Right.
If you look at the NBA, it's more progressive. Like, the WNBA actually led the effort.
Right.
what their coordination, and then the NBA, the Bucks did it first, and then everybody, and it was that whole thing where the media was trying to misconstrue it, talking about Bron didn't like what they did. I felt like he liked what they did, but he just didn't know what was happening. Because, like he said,
that makes sense.
LeBron, so it's like, we had a plan, but then you do something else. So it's like, bro. So going back, I feel like it's a lot of people who are having a conversation more because we're all at home.
So like you have nothing to do. It kind of like sits in your mind a little bit more.
People.
Everybody has an opinion now, bro.
Right, but I rather have that, because before then, people were doing their lives, and a lot of people were seeing this stuff and then just
Brandon Marshall.
putting So they were putting it on the back burner. Now it's like, bruh, like my dad is this and that, but I have a black friend, I have a Hispanic friend, and they're not like that. What you're saying that they are.
Yeah.
So so it's those little battles, little wars that's going on in the house. So now when you see people, like George Floyd, now you see it on Twitter.
Yeah.
Like, bro, we in our community, we've always seen this, but now it's like everybody and their mom saw it, but they couldn't say, "Oh, I'll just not look at it." It's there. It's on TV.
Yeah.
So now it's like, it's those little battles that's happening. Another reason why I wanted to move back here, because situations and talks like this aren't so taboo. So
here than in Texas?
Yes. And this isn't just in my experience.
Okay.
Because, like I said, a lot of people are conservative. My father is conservative. But the thing is, in my household, I'm progressive.
Right.
My mother's progressive. My brother's progressive. So you got 3 over 4. You got 3 of the 4. Then he's the big dog in the house, but it's like, bro, world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no. I mean, it's like there's still some standards there that are kind of like old fashioned.
Right.
And I mean, we were all there for the Beto O'Rourke sort of like hoorah that was going on in 2018, where he just kept going to every single county and just going to every single city, just putting this bluegrass thing. And that dude literally.
Who we hollering about?
Beto O'Rourke back in 2018.
Oh, Beto O'Rourke,
yeah. And dude, honestly, that was the very first time I ever voted. Like, was that one. And then that's why I was like, oh my God, this is actually like reaching me somewhere that was at my house, like at my home, and it was actually getting a lot more people.
I have to confess something to both of y'all.
You've never voted.
I didn't vote to this last election.
Oh man. We got a progressive over there too.
Well, and the reason why, and
get him mad. Why not?
But I take this on my this is my I apologize for it all the time,
bro. You don't have to apologize for shit.
Well, so being an athlete, bro, especially how I was, and football is a little bit more conservative than any other sport, and so 2016, bro, like I remember having a coach tell me when the whole Colin Kaepernick thing happened.
Mm-hmm.
He told me, he was like, that does not affect us. And so our head coach told us, yo, don't speak about that. Or, no, I'm sorry, don't speak about it to the media, or don't kneel, or you won't play.
Oh, this was said to you back in 2016?
This was said to us by a couple of our coaches and mirrored by a head coach, because we've gotten over the hump where you can't ignore this. In 2016, bro, like I had no idea. Like I wasn't educated enough to know how everything was. How could I help? Because I mean, I was like, some of those people out there that was like, well, why would I vote? It's not going to help. But then I had to understand electoral college. I had to understand.
It takes years, man. How old are you? Like 19, 20?
I'm old, bro. I'm 25, bro.
Wait.
I'm 25. But at that time,
you were 19, 20.
No, 2016, I was about 22, yeah.
Anyways.
but I was a young person that was so immersed in my sport that I didn't really take a step back. That's like, what can I do to help? Because
but you're also adding the example of like, we weren't going through the pandemic. Like George Floyd didn't happen yet.
But at the same time, that's still on me.
Right.
Because it's like, I felt like I didn't do enough.
Okay.
And by letting my coaches limit me like that,
they have a hold on you.
Yeah, now that I think about it, now I'm like, bruh, I should have done the best that I could have at that point.
So on the basketball side of things, because when the whole Colin Kaepernick situation, that really didn't we weren't on basketball side, we weren't kneeling what I'm saying. It was just a football thing.
Yeah.
But what people fail to mention and what people fail to bring up, and I know I'm probably gonna get crucified for saying something like this, but
they're not gonna crucify you. If anything, they'll crucify me. I'll take it. Go ahead. What do you got?
If he's a cop, right?
This guy?
Yeah, this guy right here. You can't see him. He's off screen. Camera said something low key.
Okay, if he's a cop.
Look at the camera.
All right.
It said something.
Oh shit. Now you get.
So he's a cop, right? We get into a little. He pulls me over, or whatever. We get into a little something. Boom. He shoots me, claps me.
Yeah.
Rides in the street, whatever.
Okay.
Me and Biggie walking to the store. You know what I'm saying? Biggie trips me. I get mad. He trips me. I pull out my gun and I shoot him.
Okay.
Where's the outrage at? Because I shot him.
Right.
We're both black. There's not going to be outrage. There's just going to be police. There's going to be a life sentence, and that's business as usual. You know what I'm saying?
It's a different story.
And it's the thing where it's always that double standard, because it's the same people that'll cry out the Black Lives Matter stuff, which is a great movement. I love it. You know what I'm saying?
Is there a
but it's no Black Lives Matter when it's Ray Ray killing JoJo.
I would say the same thing if it was Juan killing Oscar.
Exactly.
And you know what I mean about it.
And that goes all the way back to my original point, where it's literally not about fucking race, bro. It's literally about getting along with people. Race has a big influence on it.
Right. On
this whole situation, on this whole generation. Okay. People been at each other's throats since time started.
Right.
Caveman. If you believe in that, biblical times, bro, 1920s, 40s, mafias, whatever, KKK, all of that. It's different waves. You know what I'm saying? We've gotten progressively better. I can slide into white girls' DMs and not get fucking beat up for it. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate my ancestors for suffering through that, so I can do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But because you, I'm gonna give it to you in a second, just because you didn't vote, you know what I'm saying? That doesn't mean that you didn't do enough or anything like that, or because you didn't kneel, you know what I'm saying? Because, the reason why you didn't vote is because anything that was going on previous to that time, whatever, really didn't have nothing to do with you, bro. You was a youngin'. We were all youngins back then. So of course, we get the stickers, I love the vote, oh, this could change the country. Bro, we don't even know if our votes are even getting counted, dog. You know what I'm saying? That's the main reason why I haven't even voted, because it's like, bro, whoever the media wants at that specific time to be in office, that's who's going to be in office, bro.
And it's true.
You know what I'm saying?
It's an unspoken rule, and he even saying it because now that has bigger influences than ever before.
Exactly.
And going back to even that, what you're saying, do you think it's not, like you said, a double standard, but the obligatory things that you feel like you have to do something like that because of the color of your skin, where you are in your life. There's some obligation that you feel. Does that feel like sometimes that's what you have to do?
Nah, man.
Does it feel like that
kind of a little bit, but it's it's all about. In race, it's all about breaking the stereotype.
Yes, I can agree with that.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, a white guy comes out rapping about the streets. He's breaking the stereotype because we're not thinking he's finna rap about the streets, bro.
They don't know anything.
In streets, people's racist minds, go do, not saying mine, don't get that twisted, but, go do some math homework, go do taxes, go, business like this, and this, go be a police officer, you know what I'm saying? Us, go hoop, go put on this helmet. Go swing at a baseball. Y'all
fix the ceiling.
Yeah, bro. Go be a construction worker, drug dealer. Go to jail. You know what I'm saying? You get looked at funny if you try to do some stuff outside of your stereotype. Right. But that's the crazy thing that makes the world work, because not only do we have to deal with that on our front, even our gay brethrens and all that, our lesbian community and all that, they got to deal with their own type of stuff. So it's literally, if you look, the world is split up into all these different groups:
Factions.
Indians, blacks, whites, gays,
Factions.
all of this, literally factions, and all of these factions have limited space that they have to work on. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it comes down to how can I work with this person to accomplish this goal, or how can I accomplish my goals and do what I got to do.
Right.
And judge and still be successful, you know what I'm saying? So that's where you get your friends, your homies, your roommates, you know what I'm saying? Because all y'all, even though y'all may not talk every day, but y'all still on the same grind. Y'all still support each other at work. Y'all still support each other outside of your work, you know, entities.
Dude, I don't see you every day, but yeah, I'm
Exactly.
like, dude, fuck yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Everything that I can do, I do whatever I can to try to support that, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But, you know, that's a kiddo take, you feel me?
Yeah,
What do you guys
and
think?
I think I told you this, but one thing, one scenario that made me realize that my program was gonna change me
Yeah.
is my very first night in Orlando.
You wanna talk
Me and
about
my,
that?
me and my,
Something happened?
well, my mom, no, well, not as what you would think.
Mickey Mouse touch you, bro?
But anyway, so me and my mom flew in.
You get a chance.
We were really tired getting off our flight, so we went to the hotel and went to sleep. But
Okay.
woke up around 11, 12, super hungry, right? So, you know, in my family, we're pretty adventurous. We like to, see everything in the city. And so we went to found this little Cuban spot. I haven't been to it yet since I've been here, but I'm planning to go back.
What's it called?
I forgot, man. I just know where it is. It's right off of Wall Street, where all the clubs and bars are in downtown. But it's right off of there. It's open from 10 a.m. to 4 a.m.
What,
It's the little Cuban spot.
oh yeah, I know what you're talking about, yeah.
But as we were walking in, bro, I saw banners, and it said Orlando accepts all races, all backgrounds, all
Shit,
ethnicities.
where's this at?
It was downtown, so, like that's what I'm saying. And so the reason why I brought that up is because I always knew that I was going to be different in my way of thinking. I never main anyone from their way of thinking because we did not grow up the same. You didn't grow up the same as me, and I didn't grow up the same way as him.
Yeah.
But what I do is I seek to understand, and then if you ask my opinion, I tell you. I'm sorry.
No, you good.
You asked earlier, you know, do you feel that because of your skin color, should you do things a certain way?
Right.
We were brought up to believe that at an early age.
Okay.
But at the same time, right is right, wrong is wrong. One thing that my dad instilled in me is that when you know better, you do better. Even though it might not come out as soft or as as good as you would like it to, we have to do what's right. And so what he was saying is like we have to come together. That's what it is. Now at the same time, yeah, I hold myself to a specific standard because
It's good. Not a lot of people do that anymore.
right. I hold myself to a standard because I can only do what I can do, where I'm at. I used to have a coach in college that said, dominate your space.
Right.
And so I didn't feel bad because I didn't do anything because my coach told me not to.
Right.
I felt bad because I didn't do it for me.
Yeah.
Because I have a little brother.
And you're setting that example
And
for
to
him.
set that example.
Yeah. That
You
makes
know,
sense.
he's one of those kids that's super mature for his age. Shout out to my boy.
Gang?
Zach Blair, man, he'll probably be down here in a couple weeks or whatever. But you know, he's a young guy. He's taller than me, a little bit taller than him. 18 years old, man, and he's the man where he's at now. But the thing is, he's able to accept what he wants to and deny what he wants to. He knows who he is and whose he is. He doesn't succumb to peer pressure because if he's not with it, he ain't with it.
See, that's good for people that can do that.
Right, and so I was gonna get to that. My upbringing only allowed me that because that was my upbringing.
Right.
So what I do now is, you know, he tells me all the time, like, bro, like, you know, let's do this and let's do that. If I'm with, I'm with. If I'm not, I'm not. But at the same time, he's not gonna judge me for not being with it.
Yeah, it's not.
And it's cool. You know, we have to get to a point in our society where we're okay with things that are non-traditional.
Right.
Things that are outside of our realm of comprehension and not be afraid of it.
Yes. The one thing that I wanted to add on to that was the idea, this makes me think that you're looking at it at a micro sense, which is you. But then I'm not getting criticized for it, but you know what I mean. And then whenever
I try to look at it both ways.
Both ways,
I guess
you know what I mean. But yet, from somebody else's perspective, they see, why are you looking at it from that sense when you should be looking at it from the entire sense, the whole macro entirety, and they get mad because it's not you're not in that ball field. You know what I mean? So when they think, when you're like just taking care of yourself, it's like you have to take care of yourself.
So where it starts is at the ground level, right?
Right.
You look
for
at
some people, but yes.
For some people, but when you it kind of starts though, because so at the NBA, right? The NBA knew probably the 80s and the 90s going towards the 2000s. We have to partner with the players or we're going to fail, right? Okay. This is a play.
Not in the 80s, because there's
what I'm saying is it's going towards, so it's the collective data between it. So really, when the new commissioner took over, right? He was of the mindset, bruh, we have to do this because these things are affecting our guys and their families. Think about it. When most guys go pro, they're trying to buy their mom a house, their brother a car, their dad a car, stuff like that. But if these things are affecting them, they won't be able to basically do what we need them to do so we can make money. Right. So we rather partner with them. What happens is that the NBA is so progressive that the NFL is like, bruh, they kind of affecting us because those are their contemporaries. You got guys who grew up in the same neighborhood. Right. But one guy went to the NBA, one guy went to the NFL, but they're in the same thing. They come from the same family, same background. They know Pookie and Ray Ray on the side of the street. They know OG on the corner over there with the gold chain. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I know where I grew up. You know, shout out to Von Miller, shout out to the U. We get a lot of guys who are affluent like that. A lot of guys who go to the NFL. Mason Jones, he made it. People can say statistically he's the best rookie in the NBA right now. I didn't know him personally. I knew of his brother, who was a year older than me, but people could say he had a better career than his brother right now. But he has friends that are in the NFL too. That was on the same class. So what's starting to right?
Did you pick that up?
So what's starting to happen is that we're starting to come together. We're starting to do these different things because it's like now we either gonna do this with you or without you. And so I'm all here for it, bro. I feel like the pandemic was also a good thing. Yes, people died. Well, listen to what I'm saying. People died, you know, which is super horrible. People rioted at one of the most secure buildings in our nation. But what happened is that me and you are having this conversation. Other people are having this conversation. People who never thought that they had a place in this world are like, you know what? This is how I can contribute to society, but this is how I also can better myself. And so to me, that's why I say it starts at home, because you don't start out working for nobody. You don't come out the room. You don't come out the womb getting a job and stuff like that. Yeah. You have your mom. You have your dad. Some people more or less have their mom. Other people have their grandparents. I have homies who had both. I was the kid that was blessed to have a village around them, but I had other friends who didn't have that. So, but what's happened now is that this information is now available. You have people who are, you know, building businesses, but they work somewhere just to keep their lifestyle going, but they're building it for the future. Gotcha. There are people who are educating themselves about our political system and how they can influence it, not by just voting, but actually reaching out to those people. You talk about Beto O'Rourke, bro. He went to the hoods. He went to
the fucking deserts. He went to
he went to everywhere. Yeah. And so even like, you know, my parents, you know, they got me in that thinking like, you know, we knew the mayor of the town and stuff like that. Not because they grew up with him or anything like nepotism or anything like that. It was just they showed me how you can be a change in your community, but also do what you do. Right. And it doesn't take nothing but a conversation. 100%, how you think famous people have regular friends?
Bro, that's even hard to do. Like even for them, but, like, you know what I mean?
But that's what I'm saying. So it's like one of your roommates. Like let's say this podcast blows up.
Shit, I
And you know, let's say whatever job you're working now, say you get like 100,000 subscribers, YouTube hitting you up like, bro, we trying to give you that bread, and so you get so affluent to where your money ain't funny no more. You doing your thing. But let's say you want to get your own crib, you're still cool with Steven.
Oh,
you still, yeah, but that's what I'm what I'm saying. So now you have a blue check by your name. Now you have all this affluence, but you're still a normal guy. It's just your occupation or your hobby brought you there. Right. So I feel like when that happens and people still have that mindset that they had growing up or changing at home, when they get affluence and they get power, we can make things happen.
True.
That's all I'm saying.
Let me see. So that's why
what you gotta say, bro.
That's why I be trying to tell everybody, go ahead and subscribe to the KIID, man. You know what I'm saying? Because look, bro, like, why would you? Here's my main thing. Everyone that knows me and sees me, when you think of me, what are you gonna think? Good vibes, lit ass time, and something's probably gonna be funny, right?
A mixture of both.
Exactly.
Let's just say
when you think of
good.
Put it in perspective. Perspective. All right. When you think of David Dobrik, what do you think is going to happen when you hang out with him?
Same.
Take the fame out of it.
It's going to be something worth watching.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So as my friend, as my so-called homie, as my so-called partners around me, which I have people that do this, but why wouldn't you want to support me and really like get me out on those platforms and do that so I can be that level?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I can't do anything on YouTube without people. That's a social thing. I can't do anything on TikTok without people in a phone camera. That's why I haven't posted nothing on TikTok, because I didn't crack my phone skate. Anyways,
today was the first. I haven't posted since last year. 5 months since I posted. It was like something to do with dancing. Right. I literally posted it today.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, that shit was fire. Like, and you know what I'm saying? People get all these people to support them and everything, and it's like, like, I don't get it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Why wouldn't you want, bro? Because I'm telling you, if I get in a position to where I'm able to buy somebody a whip, I'm finna come blow your car up, but I'm finna give you a brand new Ferrari or a brand new something, like, not a Tesla, because that's already been done, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the type of thing. Like, I'm trying to, like, I'll go into a Disney store, stand on the counter, say, yo, for the next 5 minutes, or the next 4 seconds, or like something like that.
Go get whatever you want.
Whatever you can carry, it's on me, type thing. Like, I want to do stuff like that. So it's like, let's say I get to that level, like he's saying, I'm not finna be a different person. Yeah, I might be stepping up on the girls that I'm talking to. Yeah, I might be stepping up on the drinks I'm drinking or whatever we're doing, or the whips I'm driving, but I'm still gonna be the same person. And the people that has been down with me from 2 subscribers to 400, 300, 500, people that have been down with me from the start, bro, when I didn't even have the back part to my mohawk because Disney made me cut it. You know what I'm saying? That. I'm still going to vibe with whoever because they were rocking with me ever since. So, yeah, the podcast, I'm finna shout this out. Yeah, I'm finna put E on to whatever. Yeah, I'm finna, if I make enough money, bro, to go buy another crib, bro, I'm finna pay rent for all my roommates. Settle it and go buy a new crib and have them live in it, have them stay in it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the type of person I am, bro. So it's like, just getting that support level and that support base. Yeah. Is honestly, bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. That joint is tough, boy. Like, I don't know, like, my dog Cam Dewar, he just got 1,000 subscribers, bro. Bro started after me. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, bro started after me, and that's because bro putting in work on TikTok and on YouTube. Right. Me, I've been slacking, so it's taking me 2 years to get to 516, bro. Like, that's not good, bro.
Yeah, but don't. You know what I'm saying? I think I don't want you to compare yourself to everybody else. Everybody, and this is where I'm saying not everybody starts off the same way. Yeah. Obviously. I mean, even people that we know, like JoJo and Kyle and everybody, all of them, dude, they've started probably like even before us, but there are specific things that they do that I would say we don't do. Yeah. Does that make sense?
And it's not a comparison. It's a more of a, like, excuse my language, but it's more of a get off your ass moment.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
No, dude.
He got off his ass.
Yeah,
now
he did.
look at him. He's
Look at
where
him.
you wanted to be 3 months ago, and he started 3 months ago. You feel me? So it's like, you know, so it's one of those things where it's like, you know, I had the thing where it's like, bro, if I stop making videos, like I had a dream the other day, like I was up till like 6 a.m, bro, and I was like, bro, if I stop making videos, bro, and I just quit and just delete it, like all of this kid stuff, all of this, literally, I would have wasted so much time. And I feel the same way with you in this podcast. You have a whole setup. You feel me? You wake up one day and I'm not trying to make videos no more.
Dude,
I'm not trying to make
can't.
podcasts.
Yeah, like,
and I know those thoughts go through your head, bro.
Sometimes,
but it's like,
man. But it's just like
you come out here and you see what you got invested. I wake up, I go see my house, I see the dogs. Cuz come downstairs, camera, and I go look at my channel. Like, okay, I posted this video. This video has 147 likes. I didn't even think I was going to get. 147 views. I didn't even think I was going to get 20.
Yeah.
Okay. Boom. Obviously, I did something right because I got 147 views. But obviously, I did something wrong. Not wrong, but not appeasing to where I can get 147 million.
Right.
Because that's the goal that I'm setting for myself, bro. Because every video that I put out, even this video now, I know that it's not going to do what it's going to do, but I have that faith and I have that mindset. Like, bro, maybe, you know, this might be the video. You know what I'm saying? I've had so many videos where I'm like, oh my God, this is going to be the video. And it still hasn't been the video.
Yeah.
You feel me? So it's all about being that creative. And JoJo, I was on the phone with JoJo earlier because we were talking about linking up. He was like, bro, TikTok's becoming a new Instagram.
Why do you think I'm getting back on it, dude? I hate even kind of like saying it, but it's so true.
Got to, bro.
And that's one of the, dude, and it's even that, like, the thing that I learned from like people like what y'all are doing, like even what JoJo's doing or anybody else is doing, it's like there's something there that's working that you can't like you can't keep it away for much longer. You're gonna have to get into that at some point. And that's what I'm saying even about TikTok. It's just like there's something there that's working. You just gotta have to make it work for what you're doing, if that makes sense.
Me and JoJo, we had plenty. Shout out to my guy JoJo. We had plenty of.
He has great content, dude.
Plenty of conversations, and he was like, you know, he always calls me Steve, bro. Every time he's like, Steve, you know, man, you really gotta develop an audience. You know what I'm saying? He was like, I have an audience that I can go to the parks, dance, and do this, and that, and they're gonna love it.
Right.
You can go to the parks. Just putting it into an example, you can go to the parks, cuss, whatever, do cartwheels and do that. Your viewers are gonna be okay with that. But if I go outside of the parks and I show, like, let's say I'm at a party or I'm at a club or something, that's not my demographic.
See, and this is what I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. That's the reason why, like, when he says that in the most, like you got to just keep creating more content.
Oh, yeah.
You know, he's not.
Just get your target audience.
It's getting the target audience, and like I said, I've been slipping. It's also being consistent.
Right.
Because Cam was consistent.
Yes.
As I, like, video, new intro, like, boom. I'm like, oh, okay, bro. Hey, do your thing, bro. Just full support. And the thing is that all I've been trying to do is that I want everybody that me, Kyle, JoJo, Emily Enchanted, Anna, Ferris, Tay, whoever's making YouTube videos, JoJo.
Yes.
I want everybody, bro, to be sharing the wealth and getting it on their own. You know what I'm saying? Because then that puts Orlando as a city, that puts Orlando on the map as a place where you can come do that. And it turns into not just, I have to go do what I got to do, and then I got to go move to Cali, and I got to go get put on.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying. Yes.
You feel me?
Yes.
Like, even though Cali is a great, everybody's there, why can't it be here?
Right.
Where we at?
I can tell you what.
This man hates, bro. This man hates it.
You hate it?
No, bro. Cause
I'm gonna tell you. So I don't hate it. Shout out to Cali, by the way. Love the Bay Area, but it's just so expensive, bro.
What you say here?
No, California.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Cali.
I thought you were talking about here, bro.
No, but I'm doing the comparison. Okay. So Cali, bro, like you paying $4 a gallon. You know, you traffic everywhere, and then you're paying 2 sets of taxes. That's the most expensive part. Sorry. I have a cousin. Who's very fluent socially. Shout out to big cuz Jerica, man. She's worked with TMZ, and she does a lot. She has a good base in Cali and LA. Okay. Especially LA. But it's just so expensive, man. Like Cali is basically shut down right now, and it shows. And if you look at a lot of financial institutions, Bloomberg, Fox Business, it's like an exodus from Cali, New York. Why? Because it's so expensive, man. And this state, us being.
Why do you think that is? I want you to explain that.
Well, the reason I know is because one, the taxes here is one set of taxes. It's state taxes, I believe. Also, bro, it's the same weather, bro. It's sunny. It's sexy to be here. You think of
that is the right terminology. It is sexy to fucking be in.
Well, think about it. So think about it. Compare it. The people see more eye to eye with sports sometimes. Mm-hmm. If you think about it, most superstars right now are A, in a team that drafted them. Yes. Or B, in a team that's in a warm weather climate. Yep. That are good teams. The Clippers, the Lakers, Miami Heat. Bro,
it's Brooklyn Nets. It's freaking life, man.
So New York, the Nets are an outlier because structurally as a franchise, they're doing it the right way. Right. They have a great leadership in terms of ownership. They have a great GM, and then they have players that believe in the vision and the coach, which is Steve Nash. Shout out to him. Right. But that's an outlier because remember, New York is very expensive as well, but very cold. But if you look on those business networks I mentioned, people are moving to the South because it's cheaper to be here. You get more bang for your buck. And you get better weather. Dallas. If you think about it, Elon Musk moved to Texas.
Joe Rogan moved to Texas.
Right. He built a gigafactory. Apple made $1 billion campus. Building $1 billion campus in Cali and New York is gonna run them about 3-4.
So, tell me, what do we do? I don't know, man. I haven't lived in California. I haven't lived in a high taxed state to kind of. We are from Texas, so I think there are big similarities from here and Texas, which is weird to say.
It's really not because, like, one thing. So the thing about Texas, right?
Right.
It's not landlocked like Florida. We have an entrance to the Gulf of Mexico, just like Florida, but Florida has the Gulf of Mexico and the Atlantic. Okay. Right. Yes. And so, like Dallas, it's a booming job market in everything, YouTube, business, anything.
Anything from like technology to it doesn't like oil pipeline, everything.
And I'll break it down to you too, bro. Austin, is the third. It's big tech, like Tesla, Apple moving there. But Dallas is the second. Medium and small firms are moving there.
Bro, more billionaires live in Texas.
Because you get more bang for your buck.
Yes.
And Florida is the same way. Now, Florida is a little bit spaced out due to like the road infrastructure. Right. But that's okay. That's you can tolerate that because the gas prices aren't too bad. But you still, you got a beach within an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours. You want to go to Miami for a weekend getaway.
I'm not gonna lie, dude. I fucking love the fact that we live like an hour and a half from like
right.
Coast,
and
bro.
So it's better to be here than to be in those other places because you get more life.
Right.
Right. You get more of your money. You see more beautiful.
Right.
I'm not gonna say it's more beautiful women, but there's more confidence. There's more conversations that are having that are not taboo here as they are other places. Right. So I feel like I said, it's sexier to be here.
Right.
I'm a big guy, but I'm like, bro, I told him I'm finna start working. I'm finna start working out. You know what I'm saying? Because
it's not until you get to a sexy place that you're
right.
Like,
it's like, bro,
like,
you
really
know what I'm saying?
And
people will say, oh, bro, you're not confident. So no, I'm confident. I'm confident.
Dude, you're confident.
But it's just I'm doing that not only because I need to get healthier, but just so I can do more.
Man, give me this.
So,
Give me this, because I know what you're trying to say, bro.
What?
Let me see.
What am I trying to say, bro?
Basically, bro, Biggie said he trying to get in the gym so he can go out here, take his shirt off in Miami, and be chilling with the females, bro.
That's all good,
all
bro.
day. And that's
You know,
all good,
all
bro.
good, bro.
Hey, bro, I'm trying to get like you,
One
bro.
thing you do have that I don't have, bro. You got the fucking height. I can't control that.
Don't
shit,
hype him
bro.
up, man. He's
Bro.
short as fuck. Don't hype him up, man.
Oh, in my family, I'm short.
Bro, he's short, bro. That's little.
In my family, I'm short.
You little too, bro.
I'm little, bro. Like that's something I can't control. So I have to like all these other different things, dude.
Well,
the fact
that's
that
cool, bro. You got qualities, bro. You're very creative. You got a podcast.
you have to be, bro.
You know
Like
what I'm saying? You're
obviously,
in tune with, like,
yeah, dude.
entertainment
Yeah.
and technology, because you have to be to do this.
Yeah,
Shit,
bro.
bro.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I've been
What?
seeing you on Instagram with some females, bro.
what you trying to say, bro?
Yeah, bro.
I have a goatee, bro.
That's why I can't even. Don't even talk
Dude,
about me and facial hair, bro. You already know.
Here's the thing. There's like so many. There was no straight answer to fucking what. There's like some generic things that girls like,
Right.
but you have to know yourself to kind of like, okay, check mark this, not really check mark it, but like know what else you have to add to the mix. What people don't fucking realize is the way you fucking smell is a big fucking factor.
Right.
You got to invest in some colognes, bro. You got to invest in like.
First of all, you gotta wash.
Oh yeah, dude. The most generic one is to fucking take a shower, to fucking know your hygiene and shit. But that's what I'm saying. To really that next level, man, you really got to know like what kind of like. Dude, I started my cologne collection again. I'm like, okay, like.
Let me borrow a bottle.
I got
Shit, bro.
like,
Get a
I don't
bottle.
think you're ready for that.
Give
shit,
me a
bro.
bottle.
I don't
Give
think
me a
you're
bottle.
ready.
Your lowest used thing.
Bro, I have like a $400 one that I know that.
Like I said,
I'll give you the. I'll let you try the sampler, but.
Say less.
But that's what I mean, man. Is that like here you start really kind of caring. I care more about my image here than I did back in Texas, bro. Like it's weird. It's weird saying that, but it's just because over there, dude, all I wear was fucking.
My homie James, bro, he put me on. He said, "Bro, you gotta work on your image, dude." I was like,
James.
bro, yeah, James Dufour.
Oh,
He was like, bro, once you work on once your image is frayed or
Mm-hmm.
messed up here, it's raps. He was like, you need a good image to be successful
Right.
in Orlando, which is why I could say probably JoJo, Kyle, and
dude, they
Cam, they're getting up there because of their image.
It's
because
of the image, and no one's dissing on them. Like that's the thing is that
they're the good guys.
They're the yes.
Me? I got
wouldn't
that
say-
bad guy mentality.
I
got that bad guy like aura.
I talk the bad guy mentality sort of on this podcast. So it's just like it's the things they won't say, but that's the reason why I love this.
Hey, it's
you
cool.
know what I mean?
It's what it works. But that's the reason why you tune into me. Because
Exactly.
I'm gonna show you some that I'm not finna go tell you about a new brick in Magic
bro.
Kingdom for 2 weeks. No offense, no shots taken. But
They found their niche. Is the best way to fucking say it.
and that's the same thing it is with girls, bro. Because
Dude, 100%.
bro, I got caught up in a situation to where I didn't look up and 4 of the same girls are at the same club.
Story time.
You feel me? So, nah.
I'm like, bro, you can't just
Alright,
say
so-
something on the podcast and not bring it up. I mean, you don't have to, bro.
All right. So a girl that I would say I used to talk to and used to have relations with and used to have a thing with, and let's times that by like 2, and then a girl that was just my homie, but we also have relations, not at the same time, you feel me, you know what I'm saying? And then a girl that I never had relations with, but always hit me up.
Yeah.
Like we always hit each other up. Like I always texting her. All end up at the same place together.
Mysteriously.
With liquor involved. And I'm just sitting there like, oh my God. And it ends up backfiring.
That would have been a good vlog. I'm not saying like.
Nah, bro. There was a lot of. That vlog would have been beep, beep, beep,
Nah, that shit would have been
what
blocked.
the beep? Mother beep. Like.
The content would have been, what I'm saying? Ratings, right?
But,
The old
it's
saying,
situations
"World star."
that where it's like, okay, I learned what not to do.
Yeah.
And now I know what to
What
do.
to do.
I'm still gonna do what I'm not supposed to do because I'm me. Right. You feel me? And that's the most annoyingest part is that like it feel like nothing be working out, bro. Like how I wanted to see him. And it's funny because on Snap or on Instagram, everything works out for me.
Okay.
Like if you followed me on Snap or Instagram and you just that's it, which a lot of people just do.
Yeah.
They would think mine is just perfect as hell, and like I got like I got this most perfect life, you know what I'm saying? But little do they know, you know what I'm saying? Shawty over
the
here
delusion is
that I got feels for is
she's not there.
She's not there no more. You know, she's with the homies, but you know. you know what I'm saying? It's just like
go ahead.
So my approach to women is a good one, but for me, I try to elevate and level up myself.
Yeah.
Because I found myself in the past worrying about what other people were thinking about me. Not saying that you are. Yeah. I'm just talking about me personally. Because I was worrying about too many other things that didn't concern me necessarily.
Okay.
And so for me, I was like, bro, I'm a big podcast guy. So I listened to Kevin Samuels, the Roommate podcast.
I was about to say the Roommate podcast is one of the ones I listen
shout
to.
Shout out to Hafiz and shout out to all them, man.
Started the show, baby.
Yeah.
I fucking love that podcast.
Talking into the mic.
Oh, my bad, man. Y'all can't hear me? My
No,
bad.
I'm saying, what did you say about Eric talking into the mic?
Oh, what, is he talking about the beard?
He was talking about just his whole podcast. Like, bro, man can't. Like he was like,
bro,
the man can't speak into the mic. It's like the mic over there by the fridge, and the man.
Well, if y'all, I'm sorry if y'all can hear me now, but yeah, bro, just leveling up myself because, one thing that my OGs told me back in the day is build your kingdom, build yourself up, and then the women will come. Because myself, I always find myself around women, like especially now it being in Orlando, which is a lot of beautiful ladies. Shout out to y'all. I'm around a lot of guys who are attractive, who are affluent, like yourself, like my roommate. So what I do is I don't typically worry about that. I just kind of handle the situations as they come.
Yeah, sure, man.
But what I always say is that I'm very honest. But I can also take constructive criticism, and I don't play in the drama.
Yeah, people can't even take constructive criticism now.
Right.
Like, and it's shit to say, but I mean, if you want to really level up, like how the Roommate podcast says,
right, it's
just one of those things that you got to really look at yourself self-critically and say, like, what do you
right, and that's.
I mean, dude, honestly, I feel like you're going through that. Like you really are trying to like emphasize.
I told him, bro, as soon as I came down here, bro, when he was telling me about these situations, I'm like, bro, this is where
live with you, bro.
This is where because everyone, what's bro said? We was at the court yesterday. He said it's a paradigm shift. When you're in your 20s, bro, you reach that point where it's like what you're doing. It's like the Disney vloggers. Are we gonna steal with Disney, or are we gonna do other things, or what are we gonna do?
I think it's a mixture because the 20s, man. I still think you can really take your risk factors are so much higher, all the way up to your 29.
Oh yeah.
Once you hit that 30 range, that risk factor is gonna probably go down.
Right.
So I kind of disagree with that because I really think at a certain point, if there was a time, if all three of us, you can find 7-10 people, we wanted to get a mansion, make a fucking house like that, create that studio for like social content, everything from like podcasting to vlogging to music, everything. That house is dedicated to that shit.
Yeah.
20s are the time to do it.
Of course.
This is what I say.
Exactly. And the thing is like, I like to put this into perspective. Like, we got people always, you hear our parents and whatever talk about such a limited time. So once you turn 21, that's your span from 21 to, I would say, late 29s.
Yeah.
You got 9.5 years to just live, learn for yourself, develop your entity, develop your brand, and develop yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you can take whatever you done did in these 9.5 years while you're getting your degree,
right,
while you're getting money.
Yeah.
While you're doing that to set yourself up for adult. You don't even need school for that.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're doing that off of personal and life experiences. You're growing yourself off of, okay, I tried to talk to this girl, I did this, you know what I'm saying? So this didn't work. So now when I go to the next girl, I gotta do that. You don't get that after chapter 2, whatever. Right. You know what I'm saying, in the textbook. So that's why I'm saying the
textbooks won't tell you what to do with money, with relationships, with girls. It doesn't matter.
It's all how can I say it? Hypothetical.
But you definitely do need a degree to set yourself apart from others that they ain't get it. You know what I'm saying? And I want everybody to put this. I want everybody to put this into perspective, and this is a perspective that I've lived by. You know what I'm saying? Because I have a Dodge Charger at home in Texas with my mom and dad. Right now, I drive a 2019 Mazda 3. You know what I'm saying? What type of car you have?
Avalanche 07.
Right. What type of car you have?
Ford Focus hatchback. 2016.
Right. What year?
2016.
What year?
07.
Right. Oh, 07. And I have a 2018. He has a 07 because he wants to have a 07.
Because I want to.
Right. But if you wanted to, you could buy a new one.
Oh, okay.
Exactly. Bro, where do you live at? Davenport, Florida. Where you live at? Windermere, right?
Windermere.
Right. There is some adults here, fellas, that are doing bad, worse than us. Yeah. And we were supposed to look up to them. Not saying our parents or anything, but they were supposed to set the standard and the goal for us to jug and div. But if I'm sitting here driving in a 2019, 2020, 2021, 2016 off of some stuff that I didn't bought myself, of course we got help from our parents for a little stuff, but then we didn't make that transition. So now I didn't pay off the car. I'm probably still paying insurance maybe, but I still got a crib that I'm making rent on. I got a phone. We got all these things that we have to pay for and do on our own cognizance that school didn't really teach us how to do. We learned that from learning from our friends, our homies, and getting out there on our own. You know what I'm saying? So if we can do that and we're doing better than adults, I look over, this adult is driving a 1994 Toyota Corolla. Now in my head, I'm first thinking I'm better off than him because of the car I'm driving. Maybe he just likes that car. You know what I'm saying? But then you go to those certain parts of town and you see the struggle. You see, like, you know what I'm saying? It's just certain things that you see. It's like, I'm never going to put myself into that position. You feel me?
Yes.
And that's why you surround yourself with people that are around the same
vibe as you. Yes, that think that same mentality as you. Because, here, I think I'm more grateful to know that there are people that are in that same boat, because I would say I can find people in Texas, and I'm not saying it. I just think it would be thinner than it would be over here, because here I think it's easier to find people that are in that same sort of grind that me or you or him are going to be in, like, if that makes sense. Like Texas, I'm not saying anything. I think there's still something about it that I'm like, maybe I'm not ready for that type of life yet, that settled down like mentality. I'm still growing. I still want to kind of
talk about that earlier.
Bro, like, but you, but like, do you understand that? Like,
I do, bro.
Like,
getting married.
So look.
Bro, if you didn't know, I dated someone that had 2 kids, bro. That was like one thing.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Gang.
So yeah, man. Spot on, because we were talking about this leaving Magic Kingdom. So
literally.
He doesn't believe in marriage. I believe in marriage just because.
Ooh,
I do believe in marriage.
This is the love is right.
No, I say you don't.
It's not that I don't believe.
All right.
You just
hold on. Give him back the mic.
Yeah.
Let him explain it.
He tried to put me on blast, boy. All right.
Okay, it's good right now.
So once again, perspective, right?
It is perspective, and I want to chime on this too, because I kind of see it too.
So my roommate Eric, I'll just backstory. My roommate Eric, he's been in this lovely relationship for however many months, whatever. I called him last night at 4 a.m, 3 a.m, whenever it was, because I thought he was in front of me at McDonald's in line. Forgive me for going to McDonald's, by the way. We don't got Whataburger down here, so
3 hours away, man.
Exactly.
Let's make that trip.
That's a trick.
That's a drive, boy. But hey,
I would do it for Whataburger, man.
Hey,
shout out to Whataburger.
Shout out to Whataburger,
man. That's what I'm saying.
Honey butter chicken biscuit or honey barbecue chicken sandwich. Substitute the honey barbecue for honey butter sauce. You dig what I'm saying? Hey,
I'm totally gonna use that clip as well.
But Whataburger sponsored the vlog. I call him. His girl answers.
Nah, shit.
Completely cool, completely fine. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, word. I hang up. Instantly in my mind, I'm thinking, man, if that's me, I'm sick. Because it's not going to be no... Now, this ain't no shot on me or anything. Like, I'm not trying to boost my ego or anything. But no dude is going to call me at 3 in the morning.
Right.
If somebody calls me at 3 in the morning, it's probably going to be a female. Or if somebody hits me up at 3 in the morning, it's probably going to be a female.
Right.
I'm not going to say no to chilling with them or whatever because I'm 23.
Yeah.
Because I'm 23 and I want to have as many, like, not experiences, but I want to create as many memories. Like, just because I'm hanging out with a girl whenever doesn't mean that we're hooking up. And that's the biggest thing that's crazy.
It's tough now because
people don't know.
Right. And the way friendships are now, like, bro, I tell girls I love them all the time. I don't mean that shit like I really love you.
I would disagree.
Yeah, I know. But back to my point about marriage. Let's
Right.
say I'm married and I get that text.
Sure.
It's tough for me to say that I'm finna, like, you know what I'm saying? That's tough because it's the same person forever. You are tied to that person forever unless you get the word divorce involved. And the funny thing about that is that it costs more money to get divorced than it costs to get married in the first place.
Yeah,
so not only are you paying off the bills that you didn't owe from your marriage, the little Disney honeymoon that you spent that you still got to pay off and whatever else, and the ring that you got to pay off, now you got to turn around and look at some dude in a suit that's saying, hey, man, these are the papers, bro. Her lawyers ain't sent over, bro. She want to take the kids. She want to take half the house. And you got to come out on all this money. Divorce is 90. I forget what percent.
It's better now. It's better now.
It's gotten better.
It was over 50%. It's like 60 something.
But people get married just to get divorced, or people get married just for a check. Like,
well, I have something to say.
Okay. Oh wait, hold on.
My opinion is that in 2021, it's low key, like, and going forward, it's no real, like, I love you type of thing. And by when I say I love you type of thing, it's really like, this is the MF that's going to die for me type thing. You feel me? I think that there's now, especially the way we're progressing with technology and money and entertainment and business, I think all of that is literally just business. Like, I think it's like, okay, you elevate me here, I can elevate you here. Let's meet in the middle.
As in, like, you're talking about the relationship. Yes. Now it's just business. It's not really a,
you know what I'm saying?
It's not really a love per se.
Exactly. Gotcha. Like, and, you know, you get, like, a couple of things. Like, one thing, I'll bring back LeBron. You really don't hear about LeBron's wife much, do you?
No, not at all.
Because that's real.
Yeah.
That's real. Think about what you hear about, though.
Steph Curry wife.
Exactly.
Not saying
it's not real, Steph, but I'm saying.
Some things were said that were.
Yeah, bro. We got some things about you, bro. But hey, but that's what I'm saying. Yes. We don't have, like, even if you look at relationships now, like my dog Eric, my roommate, I can say 100% that relationship's real.
Yeah.
Some of my other friends right now, I'm not gonna name drop, but they're in relationships right now that aren't real. And it's just, like, draining, bro, because it's like, I know that that's not you.
Here's the thing, man. There's from what you're saying, I can agree to, like, a lot of those extends, but it's not about you anymore. Like, you know what I mean? It just it's us. We're literally talking about the Roommates podcast. We're literally here just kind of like nitpicking on these sort of relationships that we see, but we in reality, I think we all still clamor for that, if that makes sense. Like, we would want a relationship, even though we would want to nitpick, but it's tough, man. Not everybody levels up the same. So at some point, maybe they just want to stay in that relationship, which is so hard to see. But yet we just kind of like we can't say anything. Like, you know, Eric's our dog, but we're not gonna dog on him just because that's a really good relationship. And I don't know, man. There's a lot of things about marriage where I'm like, do you think there's a concept of the one?
Yes.
Okay.
The reason, so this is how I'll attack it from here.
I'll go back to you later.
I got you. This is how I see it. So being a Texan, right?
Yes.
Most Texans,
I
mostly men,
yeah.
we drive trucks, you know?
Yeehaw.
That you see, you know, right? Yeehaw.
Yeah.
So So when they come out with these new models, you never know how they're going to perform long term till you drive them.
What's your point?
So what I'm saying is that these relationships that we get in, we never know the one till it kind of happens. Now, for me, necessarily, I wouldn't consider marrying nobody till about 2 years, 2 or 3 years, because the expert says that you don't fully know a person in a relationship till 2 years, because you've been around their family, their friends, you've seen their religion, you see how they carry themselves on and off work or whatever. Me, I'm very adamant about words have power to me. So I heard people tell me that they love me and they want to do this. I was like, well, you've never met my mother, you've never met my brother. My brother's with me all the time, especially back when I was back home. You don't even know my middle name. So a lot of people don't know my middle name. The reason why I'm saying is that, you don't know me intimately enough to know me for me. And for me, you have to prove that not only during those 2 years, but going forward. And so for me, marriage is steps. So to me, people say, oh, well, she'll make demands of you. That's your prerogative, bro. If you feel like you're not ready, that is okay. Or if you feel like you are ready, that is also okay. Yeah. You just have to see your relationship for what it is. In my opinion, I've seen, not only my parents' marriages, but other people. I have teammates who have been married. Right. And then I got weddings I have to go to in a couple months. Yeah. So to me, bro, like, you have to put in the work, but you can't feed into everything you see, especially if you have somebody you're thinking about it. Right. But at the same time, you have to take it for what it is at that moment. Yeah. If you know your girl, like I was telling him, if you told your girl that you got life insurance, will she be happy that you got it? Like ecstatic? Like, something's happened to you, they gonna say they talking to her and she's saying yank the cord. Right. But there's a possibility of you being alive. Or is she gonna be like, we'll do everything in your power to save him? You know what I mean? Right. But you don't know till you go through it. Okay. That's what I'm saying. Okay. And also I feel like people need to stop rushing too. There's a difference between love and lust. Not trying to get biblical or anything, but if we just shacking, that's what we doing. If I love you, that's also what we're doing. Shack it. That's an old school term,
Fucking man.
But yeah, but that's what I'm just saying, bro. Like, you don't have to rush it. If it's just physical, leave it being physical, bro. Marriage is a contract, bro. Not just between you and nation or you and state. That's between you and that person, you and God. Yeah. I know for me, bro, if I'm getting married to stay married. If you get married to get divorced, then we not get married.
No, but see, that's also an answer that can't be an answer until it actually happens.
Right.
So
Stacks.
like you could say that you don't know what's gonna fucking happen.
What's his name, bro? Everybody call him Stacks, but he used to hoop in the league long time. OG. He has the All the Smoke podcast with Matt Barnes. Did you hear about how he left his wife at the altar? No. The reason why, make a long story short, is that she didn't sign a prenup. Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's a safety net.
It is a safety
net. And people don't realize that a prenup, she has to agree to the terms, but you presented the terms. Yeah. So if she agrees to it, she's not gonna be left out, but she's not getting all your stuff. Because now it's not transaction. It's not as transactional as you think.
That's what he's trying to say. Also, is that marriage is like, there's more there now. I'm not.
It's more into it.
There's cons that are far outweighing the pros, and I'm not even just talking about sexually.
It can, but you can take steps to protect yourself.
Yeah, but what does that say about the relationship? It's like that's what they say. It's like, is it prone to fail?
The thing is, to me, bro, if you've done all you can do on your side, bro,
yeah,
you just see what's up. Because to me, like, think about it. Like I said, if you were to blow up you meet this girl, whatever.
I'm just saying when
And
you
you
get
get-
old, bro.
Still, bro, it's the
like,
same. It's the
like, are you?
it's the same thing, bro. If you have those protections for yourself, bro, to me, you have nothing to worry about.
Sure, I can see that point of view 100%. Even just kind of like living in Texas, man. That's like everywhere. That's what I'm saying.
And that's not even just like in Texas. That's
Oh, yeah,
just
yeah,
our
yeah, yeah.
The state of our nation.
True.
It's hard, bro.
That
And
was-
I'm finna tell you why it's hard.
Bro,
I
tell me why it's
believe.
hard, because I can kind of agree with.
I believe you can say that you believe in the one for you and whatever.
Uh-huh.
I didn't have a girl that I thought was the one for me. You know what I'm
Same.
saying?
How long were y'all dating?
No, listen.
Hold on.
Here's the thing.
Hold on.
Here's
I
the
want to
thing.
hear this.
Can
Hold
I
on.
explain this, bro?
Go ahead.
This girl did not let me hit ever.
So that chase, man. That.
No,
That-
no. Listen.
Oh wait.
We
hold on,
built
hold on, bro.
because she did that. We built a friendship and a relationship that would have
Right.
been stronger if she would have let me hit. I would have been on my way. She would have been on her way,
Mm.
right? But she ended up getting a boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
In love with him, whatever.
Whatever.
But she will always have that place in my heart.
Yeah.
Now I dated a girl for 4 years, didn't work, whatever. She will always have a place in my heart.
True.
Everything that comes after that is all cap because it's all fillers. Because I'm trying to fill in that, okay, this girl that I thought I was in love with didn't work. Okay, so let me put what I thought I could put into this situation.
Right.
Let me put that in this situation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But because I'm doing that, it's not going to work. You feel
Because
me?
now
And
you're
that's-
trying to fill in her
right.
void.
Yeah, and that's where I've been at. And mind you, think about all the girls that you've hooked up with, right?
All right.
Think about all the girls you hooked up with. Think about all the girls y'all didn't hooked up with.
Damn it! Right whenever the fucking camera fucking does that shit.
It turned off?
All right, say that.
It turned off?
Say that
I'll
one
do
more
it.
time.
All right. Think about all the girls you hooked up with, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Think about all the girls you hooked up with, right? And then y'all think about all the girls you didn't hooked up with. Now think about, fast forward 20 years later to your wife. Now, mind you, I know the past doesn't matter, and I know all this, that, and the third, but it's like, how the hell, like, how can you say that this person is the one when she's been ran through, figure of speech, but also, you've been running through, because you're not, you know what I'm saying? You're not innocent either. But you've been running through what you've been running through
Yeah.
the 6 with your woes.
Yeah.
You feel me? And it's that type of thing where it's like, all right, now I'm finna get cuffed up with this person. So now I know there's certain dudes that don't care about their past, but bro, that's wild, bro.
No.
I'm like, that's wild, bro. Like, and you learn from different situations. You see, like, there's this one girl that got mad at one of my friends that they were fucking with one of my friends. They got mad at, so then they went and fucked like my other friend just to get back. You know, and I'm kind of in the same boat right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
that boat. But
it's-
listen,
go ahead. Talk to me.
Okay, so here's my perspective on it. Okay, so you might be saying no, but the only reason I'm saying that is just because I think, could be fucking wrong, bro, but I think
No, what you feel is
no. I think once a guy gets to a certain point of getting whatever they want, as in like as many, yes, sure,
Punani.
sure, whatever you want to say.
lunchbox.
The perspective fucking changes. The
Right.
perspective changes, and it can. That's a good way to put it. So with that being said, is that your whole idea of like where it's supposed to go changes. Like your end is gonna change from like maybe a person that has only slept with one person. Where if you believe in that, kudos. I can't do that. But
All cap is good cap until proven otherwise. Sponsored by KIID. Trademark it. Watch.
trademark. But we're living in a time now where it's just like, dude, the Tinder just takes over, bro. Like everything revolves around like the connection with somebody, and sometimes that connection can lead to intimacy. But if you're mature enough, you can leave it just like that, like you're saying. So with that being said, just know, like, I think with the more experience you get, I think that whole dilemma of like trying to like nitpick your one person, I think that's gonna change also.
Yeah.
You know,
and
like
I would say the thing that messed it up for us, bro, is that American dream type shit. You feel me?
We're about to hit another fucking renaissance, dude. After this whole pandemic is done,
exactly,
roaring
it's
20
a new wave.
I'm over here trying to pick up this whole dancing thing because I know for a fact that once this pandemic is done, bro, everybody's gonna go fucking berserk.
Because when you look at it, when you look at history, you know what I'm saying. You see that the American dream. Am I right or wrong? Did it come after the roaring? Like right after?
There was a
or
pandemic
right at the start?
from the 1917 to 1921. I think that was the Spanish flu.
And then the roaring 20s
roaring
came.
20s came, bro.
And then that's where the American dream is,
Yep.
where you're supposed to get a girl, a dog, a house, 2 kids.
Oh, that was
boy and girl.
that was the nuclear family after the World War.
Yeah,
that was after the World War II, where the 1950s, that was the nuclear household that you were supposed to have. Another like example of that.
The big thing is getting a squad of homies, girls and guys that probably are fucking, but they're your vibe, and you make videos and you make millions.
Right.
That's the vibe right now.
No.
That's what everybody's on. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is that it's just tough, bro. It's just hard, bro, because it's like, bro, like like it's just tough, bro, because I don't want to say anything and like put people on blast, but it's like, bro, like even myself, bro, like, bro, you've been hooking up or doing your thing, like, you know what I'm saying, but we're supposed to do that because we're so and so and so and so,
right?
But then you have that split, right? So you got us on the left side, but then you got people on the right side that get caught. Oh, this person got pregnant, so now she gets over to the right side.
Damn.
Oh, this person got proposed to in Magic Kingdom, so now she moves over. He moves over to the right side.
Yeah.
Oh, all he wants is a relationship with some girl. All he wants, or that person, all they want is a relationship with one person. No matter who it is, the first person to give him attention and give him that relationship, give him that stability, that's who they jump on. They jump to the right side. So you still got this whole other left side of creators' contents that's focusing on getting their stuff and getting their thing, where I feel like marriage and that whole thing, I feel like that kind of holds you back, because now not only do you accept another person into your life,
but yes.
Yeah, but you got to adapt and make some changes, because now you have another person in your life to where you can't just wake up one morning and say, let me go to Disney World real quick. No, you got to wake up one morning. I mean, you could completely wake up one morning and say go to Disney, but no, you got a family now. You got, you know what I'm saying? You got responsibilities to handle. You feel me? So I feel like if marriage and whatever is what you really, really, really want to do, then go do that. But if you're just trying to get married because you see that's the standard, that's the vibe, that's the wave, it's not. It's not. It's really not. I feel like you only do marriage, bro, if you are truly, truly 185.69 sure that this MF is finna make you the most happiest that you could ever be, and you don't see yourself with anybody else but her, and she feels the same way without you. No matter if you get into a fight, no matter if the dishes aren't done, no matter if the dog ain't get walked, no matter if you woke up on the wrong side of the bed, you know that relationship is solid. And that's the problem with us right now, is that, you know, as dudes, we may be searching for that relationship that's solid, so we may entertain a bunch of females to find that one that's solid. But in doing that, because you're entertaining other females, you've up that one that's solid. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of that 50-50 give or take.
It goes both ways, dude. It's obviously like helps both parties cause like figure out. Obviously, that's not what I want. So let's go to the next one. But girl, I feel like women, and this is why I think like having women on the podcast also helps out. But it's like, I feel like they feel the exact same we do. There's some women that think like we do, or like the body counts, the amount of people that they would sleep in, the reassurance and affirmations of like of them looking good and all it, like it just gives them that reassurance and stuff like that. Maybe it's a safety net, maybe it's all these other different things. But that's what I mean is that I don't know. I don't fucking know. I'm just saying like if I think this, most likely like a woman probably thinks this too, like just depending on.
So my take on it is, so don't misconstrue. Like, yes, I believe in marriage, but at the same time, bro, what I'm doing right now works for me.
Yeah.
So we're in our, I know for me, like I'm still, trying to get to my bag. I'm still doing multiple things, right? So my thing is, I'm not that happy go lucky person that's like, oh, bro, I got to get married as quick as I can because that's what we're supposed to do. What I want to do, this is me personally. Me, not only do I want, that lifelong partner,
right,
when I get, to that stage, but I also want to create a legacy the right way for myself. One thing about growing up in the Black community, bro, is that you don't see a lot of fathers that are there. That role model. For me, I didn't see eye to eye with my dad growing up most of the time like that. I still had him around, but one thing is that I had, men in the community, men in my church that was always around, and stuff like, and then a lot of my uncles, right? Shout out to y'all. But the thing is, I want to do things to help to uplift the next generation. Okay. So we always hear about how men are trash because men leave women this and they're not there to raise their kids. I know for me, not only will I have a structured household with me and my wife, but my son or daughter will know who and whose they are.
Right.
And be okay with it. If you want to do something non-traditional, for sure. One person who I've always looked up to besides LeBron James is Amon Shumpert. The reason why is because he's okay with being himself, not only as an athlete, but as an artist and as a father.
Right.
But he's not getting in the way of Tiana Taylor's shine, bro. Okay. He knows that she's this award-winning artist and this person in the community, and this mother for him and his kids. They support each other because it's a unit. Like you said, we'll get to that point. So we'll need somebody who is solid and consistent. That's not our parents, because the Bible says that we're supposed to cleave unto a wife anyway.
Okay.
And not your parents, because our parents won't be here. I know my parents, they're almost 60. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm 25. So I know for me, I want that person, it's a dog-eat-dog world out there, man. And right now we're standing on our own, but it helps when you have somebody beside you that can not only help uplift you financially, but help lift you mentally, uplift you in terms of creating a legacy for your family. To me, those are the three things that's important, because without that, we lose our community. And I always felt that that's what keeps our community stronger, to me. Now, yes, I believe in having the homies. I don't believe in having sex with all the same girls, because I think that's very childish and kind of gross. Wow. But I know for me, bro, I do want a wife, bro, but I'm not in a rush right now.
Well, you hear that first, ladies. He's single. He is ready to mingle. And,
shit, I'm single too.
The best. Nah. If you want somebody wholesome, you know what I'm saying?
Wholesome and,
I'll be the best guy you ever met. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Eric and Eric, they both tell me that I attract. Apparently, I attract crazy.
You told us this.
No, Eric, that's where I got it from.
You put out the energy you want back.
But to what y'all are saying, it's one of those things to where I look at all of these situations. Now, each girl that I mess with, besides I don't want to do that too. Each girl that I mess with is beautiful in their own way. You know what I'm saying? But I've stepped up.
Okay.
Which means I didn't set some standards for myself and then did better.
That's new to you. That's new for you.
You know what I'm saying? What you do. You know what I'm saying? But the standards I set for myself are still.
Let me just rephrase that.
Nah, but the standards I set for myself are still these toxic ass relationships that end up fucking me up in general. And so.
Okay. You be reaching. Y'all ever play, like franchise mode on like Madden when you like draft somebody, and if you draft them, and then the market will say, "Oh, this person was ranked above, so you did good," or they'll say this is a medium pick, or they say you reached, like you reached for this person, like this person's a 4th round draft pick, but you draft them in the 2nd round.
Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about.
So the thing is that I looked when I was up, you know, and I was thinking about a whole lot of stuff. I was thinking about the YouTube channel. I was just thinking about, you know, because I woke up in the crib and I'm looking up at my TV, my room, and I'm just remembering like just being in the little small apartment that we were in. I remember being at my parents' house before I even moved to the apartment. Like, man, like how am I going to do this? You know what I'm saying? And we ended up doing it. So it was one of those things where I'm up at 4 a.m. and I got to thinking, all of these relationships with these girls that I've had, good or bad, laid them all out. Like I literally typed them in my phone, laid them all out, and I typed how they ended. And one thing that I could say that I saw consistent was me. You know what I'm saying? I was the reason. Whether I was being toxic, which is his favorite word to describe me, whether I was being toxic or whether I was being manipulative or whether I was trying to dip and dabber into different things while trying to focus on this one thing.
Bro, I mean, I'm with you.
Go ahead.
Well, no. What I'm saying is we both came here at the exact same time, right? Mm-hmm. Like, in that time, have you had a girlfriend?
Yes, kind of.
Okay, so there was no label. I mean, no, I can say the same way. But that
all right, so there was this girl on my CP who was pretty much who was pretty much like a girlfriend type, but you couldn't put a label on it. And there was a girl this summer who was also the girlfriend type, but we didn't put a label on it because other factors was involved. And then there was recently a girl just ended a couple of, you know what I'm saying, that same thing. We were getting to that point and then the Fire Nation attacked. I don't even know how the Fire Nation attacked. So all that to say is no, I haven't had a girlfriend since. But I haven't had a girlfriend since I've been here because the 4-year relationship that I was in,
it's okay. I mean,
messed me up.
What I'm saying is, it's fine. I think you're not like. I think cool. You're not in this mode that like. I think you're reevaluating what you want, which is good. But
It's kind of like a parent sometimes when you try to tell them, but when they hear it from someone else, they be like, "Oh yeah, oh yeah, I see what you're saying."
Bro, but like every guy does this, bro. Like it takes one bad fall to realize, all right, let me. So, I mean, dude, we're all gone through it. Like any guy that's listening to this probably is like, man, fuck, like, damn, this relationship probably isn't. But you know, it's just. Are they going to make that move to get out of that relationship or to get into that relationship?
Right, because it go both ways.
It does go both ways. Because, you know, it doesn't matter. Even, like, I can't speak for women, but, you know, obviously sometimes they probably think the same thing. And if they see value in another guy, they're going to take it and they're going to go for that. But if they don't see value in you, then why... So at that point,
and I got some females for you to interview like later.
Oh shit!
On this thing.
This will be fun.
But yeah, it will. But so I know for me, bro. Make sure that's on. I know for me, bro. You know, being an athlete, bro. You know, you playing the game. Yeah, you playing the game. You know, you win the game. Everybody your mama come up there. Your pops be like, good job. You know what I'm saying? But then, but like you're saying,
still didn't get 4 rebounds.
Right. Right, and then your mama's like, "Oh, good job, da da da."
Yeah,
but
you
then
know your dad is gonna
and then your coach may come over there and be like, "Ah, man, you know,
he's gonna really criticize."
Yeah, well, not too much because your parents are right there. Yeah. But he'd be like, "Yeah, we'll look at film tomorrow." Right? But in the midst of that, right, you got all these
film, and you're like, oh, "Shit."
Right, you got all of these girls, that come around
you, man,
and you know you have some kind of relationship, whether it be physical or y'all just cool.
Yeah.
I know for me, bro, if we're not together, bro, you're not meeting my mom. For me, I don't bring around people who don't matter.
Here's the thing. There's a lot of guys out there, man. 90% of them that don't. They don't
think about it that way.
No, they're like, hey, yeah, like, run into it real quick.
Right, but that's to me.
I mean, we were all like that at some point.
That's
bro.
the mature.
Like, that's like everybody has to move past that and say
it's a mature factor.
Yes.
And so I know.
Huh?
But,
we were born simple.
but like I said, bro, like that's the same thing when I say I don't play with the word love, bro. Because I know for me, bro, if I don't bring you, like him, like when my parents come, I'll be like, yo, this is my homie.
Just literally,
no, listen to what I said.
He said like Kim says I love you to everybody. No. I don't say.
So listen, so that spoke to your guilt. I was going to say, when my parents come to visit, I'm like, yo, this is the homie Steven. You know what I'm saying? Now, at the same time, say if it was some females that was at the crib at that time, I'm not introducing my mom to them. Not seriously. I'm like, oh, that's KIID, da-da-da, and da-da-da. But if it's somebody that's like, I'm putting the title, because a lot of women, they look for you to do the title, especially if they want to be with you.
Well, yeah, and that takes both, like, if
right.
a mature woman or like a
right.
confident woman. Oh, yeah.
Right. And so for me, I don't let it get that far, because to me, you haven't shown me why I should put the title on it.
So you got to really meet someone that's in a high standard.
And another thing about me saying that I tell a lot of girls that I love them, whatever. Here's the thing. I'm saying love as in, like, dog, you're my dog. Like, you support me when nobody else will. Like, there's my one homie. I'll put it in an example. Alexis. This girl, Alexis Torix. I met her at Frogs, turned up, whatever. We always used to do shots of tequila, and what we had planned was that every Tuesday on Frogs, we would take a selfie together, and that would be our drunk selfie that we would take, and we were going to put a whole collage into that. Corona happened, shut down. She left. Mind you, bro, I met this girl at Frogs, bro. Like I met this girl out. You feel me? Every day, up until recently, during Corona, I FaceTimed her. We talked. You know what I'm saying? We built a relationship. We built a friendship type of love. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, damn, like, love you, dog. Like, I hope you're doing all right. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not on no.
It's a
oh my God, like, come on. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not on that. It's on that type of vibe. And I have love for people that support me. You know what I'm saying? Real people, like my dog Michaela. Like I have so many like girls that are my friends that are pretty, yes, that you will see me say I love you, because they really support me, and they will not do anything to hurt me. No matter if I hurt them, no matter if I do something that they don't like, no matter what.
Right.
They're the type of females that tell me, look, bro, you're tripping. The same way he holds me accountable, he'll look at me and tell me straight up, like, dog, you know you was wrong in this, blah, blah, blah. I'll be like, yeah, whatever. Fuck you, like, you know what I'm saying? Because
later on, he'd be like, "Hey,"
I'll be like, "Yeah," like I won't even. I probably won't even tell him. I will never tell him.
But see, that's the thing. It's just that one, it's a good friend, but two, like, this is why I think like guys should have a lot of good guy friends, because girls don't want to hear that. They want you to make sure you're fucking solid. Yeah, you're solid enough to like understand what they're going through,
but bro,
because
can
they
I
go
say
to you
something
for
on
that shit.
Now that you bring that up,
what you guys say?
My dad. My dad's probably the realest brother that has ever talked to me, right? He tells me, he says, Steven, bro, I have two friends. Two people that I can call friends.
To this day.
To this day. Yeah. My dad's 53, 54. My dad been around since MLK was walking around. Right. And he was like, we don't talk every day. I can call him right now. He'll come over to my house if I need something. He lives in Arkansas. Right. He lives in St. Louis. And he was like, don't be so quick to call everybody your friend, because he realized that was a trap that I fell into. And I started looking. My friends, right, quote unquote friends, they do some certain things that, you know, isn't becoming of a friend. You know what I'm saying? Let's say I'm messing with a girl, right? Right. And let's say me and that girl end up not working out. How do my friends, how do you look hanging out with that certain female after you know that situation doesn't affect me? You know what I'm saying? So it's that type of thing where it's like having guy friends now with our age and now everything, having real support and real dogs and real guys that support you. Y'all finna be 100. Like, I know there's certain dudes that support me. Eric. Like I could probably count them on my fingers of the dudes that support me actually.
Yeah.
Than the dudes that just want to be around me because
for the social status.
I'm KIID.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? I've been realizing that in the past few weeks.
It's the way that I can iterate it is who you're gonna want to spend your time with, because once you kind of understand that your time is fucking valuable for anybody that's fucking out there, like realize who you're spending that time with, what you're doing with that time, and like realize that okay, there's a specific time where you can't forget about your fucking self. If you want to spend that time and put it into like friends that make you forget about yourself, then that's what also, or people, yeah, like, you know, that's what I mean.
And I'm not gonna lie, man, for a little bit, bro, I kind of forgot about myself, bro. I kind of like, coming from high school, you know what I'm saying? I was a hooper or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But I got injured a lot. So, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't the man in high school. I still was able to go to college, but I had to take a different route because of my SATs. But even at the small college I was at, I was still the man. You know, and I started like gravitating towards being the man. So then I get out of the sports environment. I go to Disney College program, and I end up becoming the man there. Right. End up leaving, coming back. Not even a college program member, but I'm still becoming the man because everybody's cool with me. Everybody's cool. So it's not filling my head, but it's like something different that I never experienced before. Yeah. You know, like I'm getting this so-called popularity, but it's not showing on my YouTube. You know what I'm saying? But when I go out places, when I go out places, it's, oh my God, KIID. Oh my God, bro. The other day I went to the, just to get a corona test. You know what I'm saying? I'm all fine, negative Nancy twice, 3 times actually. Right. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going incognito, hoodie on and all. Like I'm an NBA player. I pull up to the medical place and some girl literally, oh my God, KIID, is that you? And I'm like,
that's funny.
Yo, like, you know what I'm saying? And then I got smiled like, damn, like I'm trying to people not boosted my head, but people put this KIID image in my head, you know what I'm saying? So where I took Steven out, I put KIID in. KIID always has to be lit. KIID always has to be smiling. KIID can never get upset, you know what I'm saying? So that's what people think about when they see KIID. But when those things change and I do get upset, I do get lit off my tail where I'm sauced. You know what I'm saying? And I act different than what they expect. It changes the image on me. You know what I'm saying? It changes the whole view. So the whole thing is that like I feel myself in this position with females and with social media, trying to change the whole perspective on me because I sat there and thought at 4 a.m, am I the reason why I'm not being successful with YouTube? I'm not being successful with females, and I'm not being successful with what I want to do because am I being toxic? You know what I'm saying? So all of that comes back to that conversation that you have to have with 100%. Yourself. And then you got to think, okay, so what can I do to do this, and this to be better? Like, I see somebody post some negative stuff on their story, I reach out. Now, will I post something negative on my story? Will somebody reach out? I will never know because I'm not that type of person to post something negative on my story. You know what I mean?
I don't even know what to say about the people that do kind of put negative stuff like that. It's just like sometimes it's just like maybe they have to go through some shit. Right. You don't know. Like maybe that one reach out can actually save their life if they're actually going that route. You know what I mean? You never know. But at the end of the day, I think we all mean well. I think we all understand the perspective of like where we come from, and we all try to be the nicest we can to like everyone around.
Right. Yeah. Because what goes with that, because like he said he had to think about some things. Right. And, elevate his level of thinking. This is kind of where you he said, like you kind of see who rocking with you, who don't. I know for me, bro. When I left, what? No, go ahead. The fucking bitch. But nah, bro. When I left my CP program, bro, and Well, I finished my program, but came back to college. It was different. The reason why is because I wasn't playing anymore. I was working in sports media at the time, and it was just a different vibe, man.
Yeah.
A lot of my friends who were like my friends, didn't work out so much. Some guys I consider my brothers, man. Some people who spend my last dime on. If I had $1, I'd give them 50 cents. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it didn't work out. But it was people like Steven, people like my boy Mike, who I met here. People I've known for 8 months, 7 months, still hitting me up, still make sure I was straight. Shooting happened in Dallas, they hit me up, and that wasn't even in my section of the city.
Right.
They just hit me up to make sure that I was okay.
Here's the only dilemma I can say to that is that you are, I think, mature enough to kind of like understand that there are people that love you, but people want more. They want the intimacy, and so that gets to a point where it's not healthy.
It gets to the point to where who you give it to.
And so, but I was gonna, because that's what I was gonna get to. I said that was also a part of the reason why I moved back here.
Right.
Because I didn't want to be with those people who didn't mean me well, who didn't bring, like, it's one thing to elevate yourself, but it gets lonely, right?
Yeah, it can.
But it helps when you create kind of like a village around yourself.
Exactly.
People who
are
like,
the summarization of the 5 people,
right?
Something like that.
Right.
It's like you
so
are the.
I wanted to get out of that.
Yeah.
So when I came here, it's people who reached out to me, it's people who didn't. Like I told him in the car, bro, that's on them. I can only do what I can control. I can only control my space.
Right.
So, to me, there's a friend, there's acquaintance, or I just know you.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right. If you know me because you met me from he introduced me to you, or I introduced him to you, or whatever.
I mean, it's the first time I met you, bro. I'm like,
but we're cool,
we're
and
cool.
we'll probably link up later or whatever.
Yeah.
But it gets to a point, like you said, to where you find out who your real friends are. My dad had the same conversation with me.
Yeah.
He like, yeah, boy, your Uncle Roger, your Uncle Dwayne, them two, only people I rock with. But that's because they had that bond that created 20 odd years ago or whatever. Yeah. So for me, that's all I look forward to, but at the same time, I'm not gonna kill myself to find it.
Yeah, no, I get you, man. Well, guys, we are hitting the 2-hour mark. So shit, bro. Dude, when you start talking, literally anything comes out, but like I was trying to tell him there. It's almost towards the end, it's all good. But like I was trying to tell him, it's just like, you don't know what's gonna happen on the podcast. Literally, we can like talk. We didn't even plan this out. Like anybody that think I script things, I don't, bro. Like literally, I just kind of get on here, see what we talk about.
Right.
Usually, I get a reference on like, because obviously KIID does vlogging and shit. So I'm like, all right, that's what we talk about. Obviously, I didn't meet you, and you're from Dallas, and I was like, hell yeah, we have shit to talk about.
Right.
But guys, we're gonna end it here. Once again, thanks guys for coming on, KIID, Eric. I really appreciate y'all. Yeah, man. Guys, this is another episode of the Slice of Life podcast. I have been slacking a little bit on putting stuff out there. I am going to be putting up, at least I have like 4 or 5 right before this one. But I will be putting this up. KIID, anything you want to say to the rest of the people?
Hey, man, like, I'll put it like this, man. If you got a pizza box and you open that joint and you look and you be like, dang, this is the last slice, I take it. I click on it, I like it, and I watch it, and I eat it. You know what I'm saying? That's it. You know what I'm saying? KIID with 2 eyes. You know the vibes. Next time y'all see me, I'm finna bring a girl on. You know what I'm saying? So we'll get the girl perspective. You feel me?
All right. Hey, no, bro. Hey, like that's what I'm saying. I can't wait.
KIID and a girl, bro. Could you imagine, bro?
I bring on mine, and then we're just kind of like, let's see what perspective we get.
For sure. Hey, if y'all haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, bro, I'd appreciate it so much. Go get your dad, your mom, your dog, your girlfriend, your grandma, your granddad, Jesus, whoever you talk to, get them to subscribe at Kids Life with 2 eyes and the KIID. Shout out to Lost Bros for the shirt. You dig what I'm saying?
Man, we're gonna be talking a lot more about them because it's gonna be some good stuff.
Yeah, bro. Hey, the KIID on the Lost Bros. You know what I'm saying? Use my discount code. You get 15% off your first order. Hey, you all want to go to the parks and y'all want to look crispy, but Y'all can't do that without my discount code. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Appreciate you for bringing us on
Yeah,
here. Follow your boy Big Kahuna _64 on all platforms. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a big social media guy, but I love it to uplift, everybody and to level up, like my boy was talking about. But yeah, man, reach out to your boy, man, and let's keep this thing moving, man. Appreciate you for having us on again. And
100%.
like, comment, subscribe on Kids Life and Slice of Life podcast.
We're gonna call it here, folks. I'll see you later. Peace.